Hello everyone, it's Jolene. Welcome back to the Home Stitchery Decor YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jolene. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I started my crafting business 4 or 5 years, 6 years ago, something like that. And then I started YouTube a little bit after that. And my YouTube channel has finally become monetized. And now I'm here to share with you how you can turn your sewing and crafting business into a profitable cash cow right here on YouTube. So if you've been wondering how you can do this, stick around because I'm going to break it all down for you. And in the end, I'm going to share exactly how much I made the first month of monetization. Clap if you must. Okay, so the basics for my business was to start with one product, which I did, which was the rugs. So I do make jelly roll rugs, and that is how I actually started my business. We had a house party here. I had a whole bunch of jelly roll rugs in every bathroom, and all of my friends were, rolling them up under their arms and like sticking them under their arms like they were going to steal them. So these were brand new rugs that I had made. I've been making rugs, of course, I'm 50 years old. So my aunt showed me how to do this many, many years ago, and I've been making rugs ever since. But I really started into, could I have a craft business after that one party where I had made some new rugs? And to be truthful, I had actually been very sick at the time and was just recovering from a massive operation to remove a tumor from my abdomen. And I thought, okay, well, what if I couldn't get back to work? And what could I do in my home that, would potentially turn into something bigger that wasn't going to cause me a lot of stress, but at the same point, I could make it as big or as small as I wanted to, which is actually the reason it took me many years to get monetized on YouTube. And now I am feeling better. So, we're on a roll here for right now. But that's the nice thing about YouTube. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to go. And the same thing with the craft business. You can make as much of it as you want to, or if you need to do it on a smaller scale, you can do that as well. I've been successful at it now, and I'm going to share what I do here on my channel. Okay, so once I started making the rugs, I was feeling a bit better, and I started listening to a bunch of podcasts. And the very first podcast that I listened to, it said if you'd started your own business an hour ago, you'd be an hour ahead. And that has always just really clicked with me. And so I went down this rabbit hole of all of these different podcasters that put out incredible information that was free, essentially, on the podcast platforms. And one lady I listened to, I believe her name was Renee, and she was like doing cupcake trainings, I believe was her podcast. And she always said on there, if you're going to sell milk, you need to sell cookies and have mix and match products that all went together. So that's what I did. And now I do have a very coherent line that one product mixes and matches with another. So I have rugs, I have dish towels, dish drying mats, soup bowl cozies, hand crocheted dishcloths. I have placemats, table runners at Christmas time. I have throw pillows. I have a 12 by 12 framed shadow box art that I make with my Cricut machine. And I have my own line of cards because, of course, when people come to my craft booth, they're often buying a gift for somebody. So I designed my whole line of cards based on people being able to gift some of my items. And then the cards are an add-on item. And lucky for me, the Cricut makes the products while I'm sewing. And then I just have to assemble them so I can double dip on some of that. Then I also have my own line of lace ornaments, and all of my patterns and assets and all that kind of stuff I do teach here on my YouTube channel, and I am working on putting all of the designs and patterns into a Patreon group, which I will link. You can join the Patreon group for relatively cheap right now, and then as it builds up, of course, you'll just have access to all of the, the SVG files, the design files, the actual patterns from my work, and things like ebooks that I'm writing and checklists for how you guys can get started on your own crafting journey as well, so you can make more money. Okay, so I feel like this is a good time to break. If you like this kind of stuff, please make sure you hit the bell button, subscribe, and what else do we need to do? Oh, hit the thumbs up or leave a comment. If you have any questions about the video as we go along, please leave them in the comments because that helps me help you and helps the channel grow, and it helps me get more information out to the people because I don't know all the things, and sometimes you need to ask some questions so that I can help you out. I've been doing this for years now, so I'm sure I'm going to miss some things as I go along. Okay, all of my products are meant to mix and match and complement each other, which encourages people to purchase multiple items while they're at my craft booth. And yes, I did start out at the small craft booths where I would load up my car with all kinds of stuff and I'd go out and hope to make $100. I don't do that anymore. In fact, I don't leave my house unless I'm guaranteed to make $1,000 or more. It's just something that I do, and I find it's a way more efficient way to do it. However, when I first started out, and if you're first starting out, I recommend going and doing some of these smaller crafters. Not only will you gain experience, but you will also be able to have your items set up in a professional manner that you can videotape them and put them out onto your own channel or your own website. And that will basically, how would you say that? I'm lost for words here. I'm stumbling for words. It gives you the authority. It makes you look authoritative in what you're doing, and you can use that media to apply for the next step up. So go ahead and start with those smaller markets if you're just getting started out. Okay, so I was making money off of YouTube before AdSense, and I want to be very clear that AdSense is just one way that you can make money off of YouTube. So what I was doing was making sure that I promoted brands and products that aligned with what I was doing. So it was really easy for me because I was having, making so much for these craft business things that, I needed a Cricut machine. I needed an AccuQuilt machine. I needed a sewing machine. I needed multiple sewing machines. I needed fabric. I needed software. I needed a website. I need apps to help me, edit my photos or make thumbnails, all of those kinds of things. So what I did was, before I asked, I made content for the brands. So for instance, one of the biggest brands that I work with is AccuQuilt, and they have dies, and the dies help you cut fabric consistently and accurately. And all of my products now are made with AccuQuilt dies. So I made a bunch of content for AccuQuilt, and then I put it on my website, and then I applied to be an affiliate. And because, of course, it was on my website and actually on my YouTube channel as well, I linked back to those videos and all of the media for it, and I very quickly became an affiliate for AccuQuilt, and then I just did it for all of the other companies as I went along. I also sell my digital files. So it's more than just patterns for sewing enthusiasts who want to create their own jelly roll rugs. My digital patterns are for sale, some of them on my website. And as I mentioned, they will be in a Patreon group here shortly, and you can join the Patreon group. And then as I create more products, they will be in that group, and you can just join and get all the free information. Well, actually, it's not free. You have to pay a monthly membership fee, but my fees are very low. And my fees allow other people to start their own businesses affordably so that we can all start our own businesses and start contributing to the economy. I feel like that is very important right now. Okay, so the other thing I do is I sell my finished products. I sell them as a finished product, but I also sell sewing kits for my products. So if I've created a design like my my dish drying mat, I have sewing kits that I sell for them as well. Now, the other thing is the YouTube ads revenue. I don't know if you know about YouTube monetization yet, but you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within a 365-day period. So the 1,000 subscribers, once you've got them, they stay, they never go away. But the 4,000 watch hours you need to have within a 365-day period. And that is the reason it took me so long to get monetized on YouTube, because things were happening at our house. I was sick. I had multiple surgeries. My husband got sick. He's had multiple surgeries, just stuff. So if you want to get going quicker than I did and you're healthy and you're able to do it, what I would say to you is to watch my other video where I cover the 4 C's, which will help you grow very fast on YouTube. I broke it down here a couple weeks ago. I'll have the video linked here in the video description for you. It'll be linked at the end of the video as well. So go watch that video because it is going to be a game changer for me going forward. Okay, so the other thing you can do is, once you've got your craft business, is to start making content on YouTube. You don't need any fancy equipment. I will have my Amazon list at the end of the video for you guys, in the video description for you. You can start with just your cell phone if that's all you have. But if you've got a little bit of a budget, you can get set up on YouTube for like $100. Your video quality, make sure that you try to shoot everything in 4K, which is a setting that you have on your phone. If you're not sure how to do it, there's a YouTube video up. Somebody for sure has made one. Shoot your content in 4K and make sure that you have good audio. Sometimes bad video can be forgiven, but the bad audio, people will just click away. So make sure that you have decent audio. I have a little clip-on mic here. I think the whole setup for the mic was like $30 or $40. Doesn't have to be expensive. Okay, so the moment that you've all been waiting for. I got monetized in January. Like the monetization thing clicked over in January. But because of personal circumstances, I did not turn on my ads until February 1st of 2025. And we can just go over some of the analytics here that I have. The lifetime watch on my channel right now, this is up till March 16th. I'm at 399.9 thousand views. I have 13.7 thousand hours of watch time. I have 4.5 thousand subscribers. Now, if we come back to, you're going to see here that I've got a whole bunch of blips and things that took off and then it kind of petered out and then it took off and it kind of petered out. And you'll see here right at the end that I have a whole bunch of videos that are going out consistently. This is because I've had a change of work circumstances and finally some health stuff in our house is starting to work out and I can be a little more consistent at it. So that's the lifetime of my channel. Now, if we come, I think it's about 4 years since I started my channel. But if we come to February 1st to 28th, 2025, for that month, I had 19.1 thousand views, 1.5 thousand watch time hours, 360 subscribers, and drum roll, please. Okay, first of all, before we do this drum roll, I was expecting to make $5 to $10 my first month on YouTube, and that is not what happened at all. Like, my mind is actually blown out of the water, and it's all because of you guys. So go and watch some of my other content. If you like it here, please subscribe to the channel. We have fun here. It's more than just videos. We have fun. So go watch some of the other videos to find out what the kind of fun is that we have here. It's a crafting channel. I'll give you a hint. I give things away. Okay, so the estimated revenue, according to YouTube, is $189.57. I could not believe it. I just couldn't actually believe it. I never, ever thought that I would get to that amount of monetization in my first month. So the quicker you can get yourself monetized, the more you learn about YouTube, and the quicker you get there, of course, the more motivation you're going to have, because that is a trip to the grocery store at our house. Like, legitimately, it is a trip to the grocery store. And then, just so we're clear, this is just the estimated revenue. If you want to find out your actual revenue, you need to go to your AdSense account. And according to my AdSense account, my payout is actually going to be $189.35. So that's just a few pennies less than the $189.57 that YouTube told me was the estimated revenue. I don't really care. I thought I was going to get $5 to $10, and then I would have to slowly grow from there. So like I said, you do need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and then YouTube determines how much money they're going to pay for the ads, how many advertisers are going to bid on spots to have the ads onto your channel, etc., etc. I don't even know how it all works out, but it just depends on the content that you put out on YouTube. They will determine a rate for your channel, and apparently my rate's pretty good. So that's it for today's video. We'll see you in the next one. I guarantee you it's going to be good. We're going to have some fun. See you in the next video. Bye.